Hey, this is Chris Park here from Arcen Games. I'm back again with yet another update on combat. This may surprise you, but it is now gone turn-based. I can hear the groans already from people who go, they're changing the combat again. And yeah, we are. It's something that's evolving. This is actually an extension of what we were already doing, and it's really cool. One thing I do want to note is that the other type of combat that we had that was more action-oriented was still super fun. That was something that we were really enjoying, but we felt like it just did not fit this game properly. And so we're actually going to spin that off into a different game. Once we're done with the last Federation, we're going to make SHMUP, a bullet hell type game, out of that last combat mode, because for people who like that type of game, I think we were really onto something. Our alpha testers were agreeing with that as well, but it just didn't fit the contemplative nature of this game. So let me show you what it's evolved into. I'm going to pick a scenario here that I've just kind of set up that is probably going to kill me. So we'll give it a shot. Okay, so you can see that first of all I can set my movement, and this is how far I can move in this one turn here. You can see that it's turn 1. Everybody hates me. There's some turrets around here. Alright, so what I'm going to do... Different weapons have different specialties. So like the minigun is good for the little guys, the armor piercing is good for the turrets, and the other fellas there. So, alright. They haven't started deploying anything yet, so I'm going to move here, and then I'm going to light up these fellas, and what it'll do is when I'm in range, it's going to fire shots at them. And so, boom, 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 boom. Alright, so there goes one turret. Some of these guys are enemies to each other as well, but they all hate me. So, alright. Okay. Now, they hit a lot harder now than they used to, so avoiding the enemy shots is a really good thing. To put it mildly. And I'm going to light up these guys because I do not want to get hit. Alright, I'm actually doing pretty good. Light up this guy too. Okay, now we've got some interceptors that are coming in after us. What I'm going to do is switch to the minigun. I'm going to fly down this way. I'm going to use complete auto fire here. I was using fire at selected targets. Now I'm using auto fire, which lets my guy choose targets on his own. And at the moment, all I'm worrying about is positioning. Okay, let's see. DPS on this 43,000. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to stick with this. Actually, that laser pod will only hit enemy stuff, so I'm going to leave that around because it can't hit me. I'm too shoot. Cut this way, and I'm going to go fire at this exact point and fire there. So now it's me firing at that point, whichever point I select, instead of it firing at specific targets. Can also do fire at an angle right here, and so I'll say I'm going to fire like this, and fire at this angle. You can see it's firing at that angle relative to me. Okay, now. So I've got some missiles chasing me. I've got these lines of bullets there. There's a monitor up there. Okay, I'm gonna move this way. I'm gonna stay on my minigun. I'm gonna switch to auto fire. Confirm that order. Get those monitors out of the way. Oh boy, oops. Alright. I'm gonna try and cut in right here. Oh, that was not a good move. Okay, I am not doing so hot here. Alright, I'm gonna switch to the gravity lance, which is great for once their shields are down, which I think they should be momentarily. Gonna light up these two targets specifically. I'm gonna move laterally to them. Confirm that order. Oh boy. Alright, now we got a bunch of little guys. Little interceptors after us here. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is move this way. I'm gonna go to auto fire so that my guy can track the interceptors properly. And let's see, if I go down, those missiles get me. But I want to stay in range where we're going to actually hit them, but there's missiles coming in there. Guess I can go up here. Okay. Now I should be able to cut back this way without taking a hit. Oh, shoot. Okay, good. Now I've got a clear angle down. Switch back to my energy lance. Okay, there's an exposed Velociter flagship, so I want to close in on him. Let's light him up as my specific target. Boom, 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 boom. Yes. Alright, one down. Alright. There's 3 of these flagships still sitting here at the moment. No. Alright, I'm going to use an afterburner. Should have waited a turn for that. Now I can get wherever the heck I want. I can move really fast now. Alright. I use my minigun while I do this. I'm going to fly way the heck up here. Auto fire while I do it. Good luck catching me, fellas. I'm gonna buzz these guys. Okay. Oh, that was not a good move. Okay, good. Now, I got that guy's shields down. Oh, no. Gonna move north. Light him up. The target ship. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, did not get him, but I got a related fella. Not sure if I'm gonna hit in range to get him there, but better I'm not in range than... Now when I'm in the mode there where I'm lit up a specific target, it will act in auto fire when there's nothing in range. Alright, so minigun, auto fire. There's a bunch of fellas there. Okay, I missed that. There's claymores there. Alright, so I need armor piercing for them. Alright, I'm going to shift into target ship mode there, light up those fellas. And good. good, 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 good. Trying to get the shields down on that guy. Ah, great. Now a bunch of cutters. Okay, so they are immune to piercing, laser, concussive, but they're not immune to gravity. Alright, time to auto fire with my gravity lance. Boy, that got rid of all those cutters in a hurry. And it also makes short work of the flagships. Alright. Minigun time, because those shields are still at 18.7% on that guy. So I want to fix that. Shields are down. Back to energy lance. I want to light him up in case anybody else comes into range. I want to make sure and get him. And boom! End of combat. And that is how combat is now. It's something that is a lot more tactical because you're able to really take your time and maneuver between things. With the way that shots move at slower speeds, you can maneuver your way through the specific lines of bullets and so forth. These were actually pretty weak squadrons, and they were kind of fighting flotillas, and they were kind of fighting each other as well. There weren't that many squadrons per flotilla, and you know, they got me down to 75% health or something like that. They also did not have any tech upgrades. This is basically kind of a vanilla early game combat. I didn't have much in the way of tech upgrades, neither did they, so we were on pretty equal footing. You know, it is also normal difficulty mode, and there's hard and misery above that. So, if I had been playing on harder difficulty level or later in or something like that, then it would have been a good idea for me to not make as many mistakes as I did there. But by later in the game, I also would have had more tools to deal with some of this stuff in the form of more special abilities and so forth. I didn't really have anything particularly useful for this particular kind of battle at the moment. So, you know, orbital bomber I could have distracted them with, and the anti-swarm lasers would have been useful against some of the smaller ships, but they weren't deploying them fast enough for me to really worry with that. This is still a work in progress, as you may expect, but this is the direction of the game for sure. The turn-based combat just feels right. We're having a really positive reaction from our alpha players, and we're not having that kind of schizophrenic split identity that we were getting before, where we really weren't getting the feel of a cohesive game, you know, where it's two very different modes during those. Wowzers. Yeah, okay, so this will show you something a little more more challenging here. Whoa! You know, this is just more in feeling, in keeping with the feel of the main game. You know, this isn't us just trying to please the audience or something like that in a sense of, oh, we're not, you know, knowing what we're doing with the design. We're just kind of waiting to hear what players think and then just doing what they say. This is one of those situations where doing a couple things at once here. This is one of those cases where this is just what feels right to us as well. We'd always had to worry a little bit of, you know, oh, well, are we, you know, a little crazy having this mode that's more action-oriented and then in a such a thoughtful meta map sort of a game. And yeah, I'd say that's a little crazy. And this way, it's more one identity. You know, with the Valley Without Wind games, we had that problem a little bit as well, where we had kind of a strategy game and an action game, and that only goes over so well. This breaks up the need to pay more attention. This breaks up the solar map stuff plenty, which is also part of the idea of combat, and it gives you a tactical arena in which to make some interesting choices and affect the overall outcome of things as well, because this does play right back into the solar map. Now, all the different changes that we've been working on for the last while they all still apply. What is different, of course, is whether or not you have to have twitch reflexes. And I personally love games with twitch reflexes, but that's not something that we want to have be a requirement for somebody to enjoy a game that is, a contemplative strategy game. And for somebody who's into twitch resources, there is no guarantee they're going to enjoy a contemplative game like what this is either. So splitting this in two and making this two different games just makes sense from so many avenues. And you can see that I am really playing questionably here. They're gonna kill me. Yep, there I go. Anyway, so, it is partly about what makes the most sense in terms of, how to make a game that is one thing versus several different things. In order to stay in business, we do have to, face the realities of we can't be ultra niche in the sense of something that just appeals to this incredibly tiny market segment that likes exactly the mix of genres that I do. A strategy game with a tactical subcomponent is a known, market niche. It's a market niche I really like. It's the sort of thing that we started out trying to make, and then it kind of evolved into a shmup kind of by accident. And then we've just taken it one step further here and said, okay, what do we like about what's going on with the shmup? There's a whole bunch of things that are really good, but let's take this further. Let's make it into something that has the tactics but takes out the twitch. And then, oh, by the way, that twitch stuff was pretty cool, so let's kind of set that code aside and then build a new game around that later on, because we do like that, but that's just not this game. So if anybody has any questions or comments, always feel free to hit us up on the forums. We've been really excited about the changes here. This has been in progress for almost a week now, and we've had a number of internal iterations with making sure that the turn-based combat gets feeling as clear and as fluid as we wanted it to. And now that we've hit that point, we're ready to show it off. So hope you enjoyed, and talk to you next time.